These niggas studio legends are everywhere.
Oh, Frank.
Rockstar lifestyle, bitch, I'm the hardest. She fell in love with an artist. No, she fell in love with a savage. She said, baby, you do it the baddest. I say, no, but your nigga is average. So he ain't gon' do it like I do now. Nigga ain't shoot like I shoot. I turn the flash on so I could find you. I turn the flash on so I could find him. I swear kills feel better than diamonds. I swear kills feel better than hugs. He sending distance, I'm sending him slugs. So step on that boy, shit him like bugs. Now I got my
He's
Glock, boy, rich if
walking
you
this
don't know
beat
you could get shot.
down.
Boy, I'm not the one. No, I'm not the one. Rockstar lifestyle, bitch, I'm the hardest. She fell in love with an artist. No, she fell in love with a savage. She said, baby, you do it the baddest. I say no.
His pacing on this is absolutely insane. And like, that's one thing about his flow that like you gotta appreciate. I feel like at this point, bro, is like his pacing and like this. Like a lot of niggas' flows don't work when you slow them down, and a lot of niggas' flows don't work when you speed them up either. Like you know what I mean? So it's like the fact that he could do both and actually like walk shit down like on a up pace beat or like a slow or a slow down beat like this, like bro, he's just like it just seems like he's talking at this point. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just like, and he could be like super melodic with it, or he could just be like rapping or just like kind of calm talking. Like it's just like I don't know, bro. Like how versatile his flow is and like the and like what he's willing to do and like the fact that he's dropped, bro. There's literally an example for everything I'm saying. Even like even the song he did with Cap, bro. Like bro, like there's an example for everything I'm saying. Like and it just like, and he does it at a higher level than I'd say 95% of the city, and it's scary to see, bro. I would like honestly like the level he's at. It's hard to ask him or to say like you should collab with like artists like you know what I mean. Certain artists or like you should collab with like other artists in the city that like don't have as big as a following as you or are signed or are not signed. So it's like you know what I mean. But I feel like if he were to step down and like start handing out like I won't say handing out like everybody should get a fucking like you get a feature, you get a feature, you get a feature, you get a feature. But there's some artists in the city that definitely could benefit from a SAV feature in a crazy way, and I feel like he could benefit from like just because of the song that they would make and the like the potential of the hit. It would like it would work both ways, like you know what I mean. And this is the thing that I feel like a lot of niggas underestimate Drake for, like, and they don't really see or appreciate him for himself. Is like you don't have to go out your way to make this song, but you said let me go help this nigga out, or like let me go tap in with this nigga that doesn't have this or that, and made a great song from it. The song with Young Blue, like that he did crazy. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just like that's just one example for Drake, but it's just like or the song with Block Boy JB, like even if they're just for the moment and they're just in the time, like it's still a stamp in time. And like I feel like I feel like if he did that, he's more likely to get an anthem out of it more than not. And I feel like because of like how many artists there are in the city right now and like how many like different subgenres there are of like Toronto rap or like R&B in Toronto like right now, like we haven't fully adapted or adopted a new sound or a new wave as of yet. It would be very easy for this guy to stumble upon an anthem, especially him, because like he's built himself up to it and he makes great music and he makes hits, but like I don't feel as if like he has. Actually, I'm lying. Clippers. I'm talking shit. Clippers, yeah. I don't know why that completely skipped my mind, but like I still feel like there's certain anthems and certain classics that he could make with other artists in the city if he would just like give out a feature here or there. Or like if niggas have to pay, bro, pay for the feature. That's not a bad thing. You're going to an artist that has like a bigger following than you that's gonna benefit you in the end. So pay for the feature. A lot of niggas are stingy or just want to be weird about shit. Pay for the feature, bro. Like it's not a bad thing to do. The nigga was on 22 jumper, like you know what I mean? Like bro, like there's just some things that make sense. This is one of those things that make sense. Obviously, I can't speak to who's beefing with who. I don't even know who's beefing with who, really. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of potential in getting a SAV feature in the city, especially when it comes to potentially making an anthem. And obviously Sav would have to do his part too, but like it's just bro, you would have to come and approach him with the right song and the right feature. And there's a few people off the top of my head that I feel like I've heard songs in their vault that I'm like, okay, this is absolutely ridiculous enough that if you got an artist like Sav on the track, it just shoo, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not even done.
Boy, your nigga is average, so
I'm sorry.
He ain't gon' do it like I do now. Nigga ain't shoot like I shoot. I turn the flash on so I can find you. I turn the flash on so I can find you. I swear kills feel better than diamonds. I swear kills feel better than hugs. He sending this, I'm sending them slow. So step on now, boy, shit, I'm like, oh, no, I got my Glock, boy, you chicken don't know you can get shot, boy, I'm not the one. No, I'm not the one.
Take a subscription. So this is at least I try. We'll find that out later, I guess.
Friday is company karaoke, 90s pop theme. Well, I'm something of a karaoke connoisseur.
That's a great link up still. Shout out to Sav, bro, because this song was hard. But like I said, like, bro, the pacing this nigga has and like the shit, like the ability he has to like, that's another thing, bro. Like, you're not just paying for a feature at this point. You're paying for the knowledge that you could acquire from being in the studio with him. If you're paying, this is again, like, and obviously I don't know how Sav works or like what his schedule is like, obviously, and like I feel like a lot of niggas could pay for a feature and just get send an open verse and then the nigga's gonna send it back. But me, if I'm paying for a feature, I will wait 6 to 8 months to get that feature if it means being in the studio with you, because the amount of knowledge that you could acquire from Sav and the relationship that you could build, depending on who you are as a person or whatnot, or what you're willing to like talk about, or like what the direction you're willing to go in, you're gonna benefit from that shit. You know what I mean? There's no way you don't benefit from that shit. So being in the studio with Sav would definitely, like, you know, if you're paying for a feature, or like if you have to like, oh, I'm shooting a video for it like this date, da 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 da, and like, you know what I mean, just to get in the room with that nigga and like be able to soak up the amount of information like that he would have at this point in time, because just when you're at a certain level and like you're dealing with people that he would be dealing with or being in the certain rooms that he's been in, like, it's beneficial. Like, you're not just paying for the feature, you're paying for information. You're doing a lot more than you think. You're gonna receive a lot more than what you paid for it in the end. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas are too narrow sighted to see that, and they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is kind of weird. But I feel like niggas should be paying for features, and like especially when it comes with information and not just a song. You know, it just makes too much sense not to do it.